Welcome! Today we're going to talk about this beautiful 2014 Infiniti Q60 retractable hardtop coupe, a classic Infiniti product, and classic's all relative because Infiniti has only been around since 1989, so I guess in Infiniti's lifespan this is considered a classic product. Unfortunately, we don't have a convertible anymore. The last year you could buy an Infiniti convertible is 2015. It first came out in 2009 model year, I'm pretty sure, as a G37, and for a couple of years the G37 had the name changed to the Q60, not to be confused with the completely redesigned Q60 we see over there, which was redesigned for the 2017 model year. Had a complete ground up redesign, and unfortunately 2022 is the last year of the Q60, so we don't have any more coupes or any more retractable hardtop convertibles. We've only actually had two convertibles, at least in the US market for the Infiniti product line. We had the M30 convertible, which was really cool, late 80s, early 90s. And then that was discontinued, and then we didn't have one until 2009 when they made the G37 retractable hardtop convertible, which is a really cool product. And you know, unfortunately, coupes, sedans, and convertibles are not you know, money makers anymore. So we see them going away, unfortunately, because it just does not pay the bills. As cool as they are, there's just not enough people buying them. Everyone these days, they're looking for, you know, pretty much crossover SUVs is what the American consumer is infatuated right now. So pretty much us and everyone else, everyone else is focusing their energy on making crossover SUVs, big and small. All right, let's talk more about this Q60 convertible. So beautiful perforated leather interior. We have a retractable hard top, so it's like two cars in one. So you don't have all the shortcomings of a cloth top in the winter and rainy season. This one actually has heated and air conditioned seats. It's the only way you could get a heated and air conditioned seat on a Q60 or G37. They did not offer it on any other G37, Q50, or Q60 product. You could only get it with a retractable hardtop convertible, making it rather unique. Beautiful brushed aluminum, dual zone auto climate control, Bose open air audio system, even have speakers integrated into the headrests. Nice navigation system. They actually made the navigation screen a little bit more vertical versus the regular G37, just so it won't get washed out by sunlight and stuff if you have the top down. So we have navigation, we have a rear parking camera. I love the analog clock. We have a power adjustable steering wheel that tilts and telescopes. And look at this. Another thing that kind of Infiniti went away with, a really good idea. The whole gauge cluster moves up and down the steering wheel. The reason why they do that is so the gauge cluster will not be obstructed by the steering wheel, which can be kind of annoying. I'm kind of taller, so for me a lot of times the steering wheel is right in front of the speedometer while I'm driving, so you kind of have to move your head. That's not an issue. I think it was just too costly to, you know, implement a vehicle when you have more moving parts and things like that. It just adds more complexity and more cost to the production process. So unfortunately, it's a situation where they had a great idea, but I think the bean counters went out just saying, "Oh, we're not selling enough cars. This idea is not making enough money for us," versus, you know, putting it in the vehicle. So unfortunately, that's how things get discontinued in vehicles, even though it's a great idea. But you never know, maybe someone else will take the idea, or maybe Infiniti will bring it back. We have memory seats for the driver. Really nice color combination. It's still silver and stone. It's been serviced and checked by our Infiniti techs. Leather interior. We have somewhat useful back seats. Obviously it is a convertible, so you know, you don't have a ton of space back there, but okay for kids. We have the upgraded performance wheel and tire package. Nice look to the G37. It's a timeless design, absolutely beautiful. This is a classic, you know, product made in Japan, very reliable, very durable. I've seen variation of these engines with 200 and 300,000 miles on them. This VQ series engine is an award-winning engine, and the convertible, it makes 325 horsepower. Actually a lot of power for naturally aspirated V6. You have maintenance-free timing chains, so you never need to worry about the cost replacement of timing belts. Those timing chains are zero maintenance. Really nice looking lines, and it's hard to tell when the top's in the up position that it's a convertible. So just with the top up, it looks just like a regular G37, but you push the button, it's really like having two cars in one, because it can quickly transform into a beautiful drop top convertible. So let's show you the cargo compartment with the top up. So you have this partition right here. To maximize cargo space, you put the partition down. So with the partition down, it will not allow you to put the top down, so you don't have to worry about ruining the top or ruining anything that's in the trunk. when you want to use a top, you have to put the partition in the up position. And that's basically your top-down cargo space. Not a lot, so obviously not a ton of cargo space, but I mean, it's something. Better than nothing, right? So with the partition up, we can put the top in the down position. Really easy to do. You just press the button that says open, and boom, in about 30 seconds, it will transform into a retractable hardtop convertible. And if you're in the market for a retractable hardtop convertible, these Infiniti tops, well, any power folding top is very complex, but you really need to make sure that they're in good working conditions, because they can be very, very expensive to repair if they have any issues, like $10,000 to repair. And it's not an easy thing. There are only a handful of techs that have previous history working on these things, because they haven't had a convertible since 2015. So a lot of the newer Infiniti techs don't have experience working on these tops. So if you have a G37 or Q60 with a broken top, it might even be hard finding an Infiniti store of a qualified tech to work on it. So if you're gonna buy one of these things, make sure you operate the top, make sure it goes up and down. I wouldn't buy one sight unseen unless you can get it inspected by someone who's qualified and accountable, making sure the top works, because $10,000 to fix it can quickly eat up a lot of your car budget. I mean, that's a big majority of the cost of the vehicle, of what it's worth. So you have a broken top, it could pretty much total the vehicle. It might not even be worth fixing the top, with how much it costs to fix. So just some food for thought. If you're in the market for a G37 convertible, I can't emphasize enough, the most important thing to look at is making sure that top's in fine working order. In fact, it's probably good to buy one that the top is used quite often. If someone says, well, we hardly ever use a top, maybe we use it twice, that's actually a bad thing, because when you don't use those moving parts and stuff, they can get seized, and it's just not good for electric motors and all those moving parts not be used at all. That can be a bad thing too. Well, there you have it. That's your little walk around and information on the G37 convertible. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.